right, jumping into the market today, we have Green Day, very good Green Day too. So we've talked about these new coins coming onto Binance before, and if you're not on Binance, click the link below and get 10% off your fees forever, which is pretty nice. So that'll definitely come back and help you later on. Metal is powering, the metal whales are in and they are pushing it up, so that's a good one to watch. Rose, we'll talk about that in a minute. It's powering 63. Look at this. It's just powering, absolutely powering. Hard's broken $1, which is pretty nice for Hard. It could go to the moon. And INJ looks good as well. STX, we'll talk about that, Blockstacks, and its securities, or not being a security in the US, so it'll be free to trade. So it's got a nice setup on it. I'd wait for a pullback or at least a flag on STX. We've got 19s, 15s, 15s, 14s, 13s, 11s. It's a pretty damn good day. We'll have a look at Band as well in a minute. It's got a nice little setup. But to the big dog, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is here, and it is in this triangle, this symmetrical triangle. So it is a continuation pattern, the symmetrical triangle. So I would say that we're still in this uptrend. We're in this nice uptrend in these big broadening wedge kind of style. You can draw that a few different ways, but we've got this symmetrical triangle here. Now it's going to break out one way or the other. It's getting squeezed. So sooner or later, this is going to break out, and to the upside, we buy the breakout to the upside, and if it breaks down to the downside, then you either short or come down here. I would say there's pretty okay support around this trend line here, which has been in play for a long time, and also this 200 moving average on the 4 hourly. So it's going to have dynamic support there. So there's going to be nice support along this area here at 17.4. Now, if we break below that, there is a good chance that we can come back down to this support here, 14 odds, and we'll have to get through this support here at 15 sevens, 15 and a halves, and that 16,000 mark. So there's some considerable downside, but there's also some good upside here as well that we could see maybe 20,000-ish, if not a little bit higher than 20,000. If you draw that little line there, we could come up to, let's just draw that nicely here, 20,800-ish. So that'd be pretty nice for Bitcoin. Dominance is in this little bear flag thing here, but it's bouncing off the 200, so it's okay at the moment, and you've got a nice MACD cross as well. So something could come from the dominance chart on Bitcoin, but it's also got this support and resistance, this SR flip thing here as well that it's got to contend with. Over to the king of the alts. As we speak right now, possibly trying to break to the downside. If it does break to the downside, there's some support at these ladders here. So you've got the 550 odd ladder, and then you'll come back down here to this ladder at around 500 or 510, but you're going to have this dynamic support of the 200 as well. So it's trying to break off that. You could hold out, readjust this trend line just a little bit if it did not break out and there was no volume. Like, there's no volume, but it is dropping volume, so something could happen in the next little bit. It's not far away for Bitcoin and Ethereum. The alt market cap here, the dominance is in this little symmetrical triangle as well. It looks like a bit of a bull flag, but we'll see what happens here with that over the next few hours. If it breaks to the upside, then we should have a good run. Like, we're having a good run right now, so we should have a huge run. But we have a MACD cross here, so a bearish cross. So that could be an indicator that this is going to break to the down, and we could see Ethereum break to the down as well. Now, we have Band. Now, we've been in Band for a little bit now, so we were buying back here as we got the breakout of this section, ran up here, come back down, took profits up here as well, which was pretty nice. Come back down, retested, nice spot to hop in, and now we're starting to form a small little uptrend as well. So it's quite nice. Band's looking good. If it can get above like this 780 mark, then we'll definitely come up to here, $8.50, and then we should be able to keep rolling up. It'd be nice to see $12 band again, I reckon. At least it'd be nice to see $16 band too. And then we make sure we take profits on the way up. We have Rose. So we were just talking about Rose a few seconds ago, and Rose has been looking nice, forming this nice little uptrend here. So it's coming back down and touching this again. So it's forming like a double bottom. So you can see here and then another big rounded bottom there. So it's forming the double bottom. Now, if it flags out here, it's not a bad entry. So whatever Bitcoin does here at the moment, you could have a significant pullback to this area here of 0.047-ish. And that wouldn't be too bad of a spot to hop into. Or it may just pull back and touch this trend line here and then go for another run. So by the breakout of this flag that's forming on the hourly, and hopefully it forms on the 4-hourly, and Rose should have some good upside potential. So if you look at what Rose can do for us, let's just pull it like this, and we'll pull it off there. So Rose can potentially get up to 7.7 odd cents, nearly 7.5 cents. So if we done that, it's going to be pretty big. So it's going to be another 30%. So we'll be pretty happy with this. So we'll jump over to STX or Blockstacks, and it may be free to trade in the US. So Blockstacks may have successfully transformed its token from securities registration to commodity status. So it might be free to trade. Then this will be huge for Blockstacks. This will be massive. So keep an eye on this. There's plenty of hype around Blockstacks at the moment. It's got a mainnet launch coming up as well in a couple of weeks or next week. So it's got a fair bit of hype. So I wouldn't fall in love with this coin. It'll go back down. It will definitely go back down. But what I can say is there's hype, and when there's hype, there's money to be made, I would say. So you can see here we bought the breakout of this channel here, and then boom, we have a nice little uprise here. Obviously taking profits as good volume as well. And if it gets above here, these levels of 31 cents ish, then we could see some good gains out of Blockstacks. So you can also see with Blockstacks that a retest of this trend line here would be a really good entry point, or even a retest of back along this area here would be a good entry point as well. Alrighty, if you're liking what I'm doing, give us a like, give us a comment, and subscribe. Thanks.